I didn't know you'd ever be interested in playing them when we started dating. Mm-mm. And you act like I choose to spoil the experience for you. The Fire Emblem series just has some of my favorite games ever. I'm just pouty because I want to gush about Three Houses. But it's newer still, so I'll contain myself. To the best of my ability. Yeah, there were so many games I loved on the DS and haven't even talked about yet. Pretty sure I can think of something obscure. Couldn't really afford the expensive stuff anyway, so I was always poking around the ones that didn't even have cases. Oh man, it's all coming back to me. I just got some huge flashbacks, actually. Oh, it made me so mad. I loved it, but I hated it. No, I didn't even love it. I just hated it. But one was this game called Lunar. Had a little blue cartridge with just lunar and white. So, for some reason, that stood out to me. Very minimalist. But super classic JRPG feel with how it played. You start as a courier, little mail delivery guy in this cute village, and your childhood friend was this girl with pink hair from the city. Hell no, I don't remember the names of anything. But it's pretty normal for a while. Various fighting and such during your deliveries. For whatever reason, I loved that the pink girl was a mage, but she used an umbrella instead of something like a wand or a staff. I've seen that more now, but at the time it was the first time I ever saw it. And then you're on some bridge fighting these soldiers. She just, I guess, legitimately explodes and reveals that she was this world's goddess from the very beginning, but without any memory until that point. So, waifu leaves, and the rest of the fucking game is pure suffering. Just an endless onslaught of exploring and getting beat up everywhere by everything. There were 4 dragon boss fights too in different regions of the map, and each cave they were in was so creepy to me. Like, you're this tiny courier guy turned warrior chasing after your goddess girlfriend, and everything's trying to kill you suddenly. It made me so mad because it had to do the thing. The whole isekai type of, oh, welcome to the RPG world, and everything's sunny and wonderful and nice. Oh, I hope you gave your heart to Jesus because your ass is mine. I laughed, but back then I cried. I don't even know if I finished it. There was one of those fights that was like, I was playing it. He had silver hair, which I guess is the ultimate sign that you're gonna die. But it was so blindingly difficult that the first time I died from it, I thought, oh wow, maybe, yeah, that was so hard. That had to be one of those fights where it just wants you to feel like you're completely useless and weak. No. Not at all. I had to pick up the pieces of my broken child heart and just get through the game living off of pure spite after that. I'm pretty sure I blacked out. I don't remember. Oh, fuck that game. Something better. This is the god game. Hoshigami Blue Moon Remix. Honestly, it's gonna sound bad, but I didn't even try to read the story as a kid. It gave you these, like, dense, thick, with 48 C's, blue text walls of information every time somebody talked or a story moment happened. Like, even introducing new characters was like reading a damn thesis. But I played it so much that it wasn't even funny. I think I had it up until it got lost because we moved. It was just the gameplay. The whole checkerboard style strategy game thing. I adored it immediately. That was my first exposure to it. Even without reading the story, I could play it, beat it, and restart it over and over with no problem. You could recruit named characters, as in ones from the story, but most of your army has mercenaries. What in the fucking hell? What that? Is it World War III? What the fuck? Like, can you just keep doing the nod thing? Okay. You could recruit named characters, as in ones from the story, but most of your army has mercenaries that you find in towns and inns. You could change the names and... Oh, holy shit. Core memory unlocked. I don't know what the... Oh my god. That just came back to me. I don't know what the lore behind them was, but there was this one section of mercenaries. They wore these huge and painfully adorable mushroom-looking hats. And the first time I ever played the game, my first recruit was one of those, a mage, and her name was Taurus. She was so cute. Huh. She ended up being stronger than me, actually. I don't know what kind of crack she was on, but every time there was a battle, she would just unleash hell. So, whenever I restarted the game, every time I played it again, I'd find one of the mushroom hat ladies with spicy stats and name her Taurus, because I never found another one like her. I'm so happy that came back to me. And how the magic worked overall in the game was fun to me also. Throwing some coin in the air and hearing the little swoosh sound, seeing it glow and making an explosion so fucking giant that it actually blasted through the map terrain was a million times cooler than using anything else. I'd end up turning everybody into mages. Although bows were nice too, because they could reach so far, especially if there was a big height difference. If you were at the highest point of the map, then no one was safe. Nothing. You could shoot an arrow into hell. Oh, and I remember the little boots. All the items, I'd spend hours just testing things and seeing what works best for each character. I got so attached to all of them. Half the time I wouldn't care to put actual story characters on because I spend so much time with my mercenaries. I'd come up with stories for them and... Oh, I gotta quit it there. I can feel it. I'll talk into your ears fall off. Like I said, the gameplay was my absolute favorite. Fire Emblem is way more polished, but if I could get a copy of that game, I'd play it again in a heartbeat, even though it was overall super clunky and weird, and obviously terrible storytelling. It just threw text at you. The character design was janky and, you know, like all of the girls had boobs that took up 40% of their portraits. Oh, it was so bad. And even though you're the quiet, boring guy protagonist, all of them were... Oh shit, it was a harem. How did I not realize that it was a harem the whole time? No, it was my favorite games in the world. It was a shitty harem game. No. Hiding under a really fun fucking strategy gameplay system. Oh. It's all a lie. My entire life is a lie. Oh, I'm in pain. I wish I could rewind to like 30 seconds ago when I didn't put those pieces together. Oh no, and Jacqueline. There were several girls, but I liked her and the Water Priestess the most. What was her name? Damn it, I don't remember. There's definitely more than that. I could go on about that game in particular for days straight. No breaks. And a couple more that come to mind are Kingdom Hearts 358 and Golden Sun Dark Dawn. But I kind of want to stop while I still have the chance here. They were a lot of fun though. I wish you could play them with me. As in, you watching me or even me watching you. Baby, I don't give a flying fuck about whether or not you're good at any game. Especially these, that's not the point for me. Back then and even later, a lot later, games have been some of my only escapes from my home life. I could check out of reality and play them all day. Kind of feeling like I was accomplishing something. Or having fun. But now, with you being such a big part of my life, I don't have to do that anymore. So, it would mean a lot to me. Seeing your reactions and really just getting an excuse to hold you. Like this. And sharing that part of me with you. You could relax like two lazy cats. I can see you complain about the same things or get hyped about different things. And hey, maybe you won't be into them at all. But rest assured, one of these days, one of these damn days, I'm going to buy unnecessarily expensive copies just to make either me or you play them. Well, they definitely are making them still. Hoshigami was a shitty PlayStation port to begin with. And if you really don't want to play them yourself, then that's okay. You can just hug me while I play them instead. Actually, which one do you think you like more? All of a sudden, I'm leaning towards the second one.